about a career change, but you're feeling stuck. The hardest part isn't making the move, it's staying focused and confident through the transition. Coming up today on Mornings in the Lab, we'll show you or show how to break through the thrive in your next chapter. Hey, good morning. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab with Keith and friends, where we build business athletes. Yes, we do. It's Monday, the first day of the morning loop this week. Listen, if you're an athlete, we help you build your business. Oh, yeah. And if you're a business builder, we help you become an athlete. And for those of you that can't see me right now, let me describe to you what I'm wearing today. I am rocking a black t-shirt with long sleeves. I got the old glasses on, the black hat, and I got a camouflage vest on. So if you can't see me, I'm sorry. Yeah, true stories like last week. Camo on camo. And hey, listen, we are here ready today to bring the energy, a brand new setup. John's looking sharp in the new studio. Marty's on point, rocking and rolling. And Kristina, of course, she's rocking it as well here in the lab. And remember, this is an explicit show. We keep it real and sometimes a little bit provocative. So you're tuning in. Get ready for a wild ride. Hit those kids. Hide the kids. Don't hit the kids. Hide the kids from the music, from the words, from... Listen, I'm just figuring out this brand new setup here today, here in the lab here. Listen, coming up here today, we have Oscar Smith, gym owner, trainer, motivational speaker, and retired New York police detective. He's going to share how he transitioned from athlete to entrepreneur. And we're going to cover the career transitions, and we're going to drop 3 tips to keep you confident and focused during big life changes. Then we're going to hit the protein break with Jory Janssen today, a brand new segment talking nutrition and how to fuel your body like a pro. But before we get into that, let's kick off the morning loop for 14 minutes, 13 minutes, 12 minutes of unpredictable conversation. Going to get a little weird, a little funny, and a whole lot of entertaining today. But listen, let's talk transitions. Now, if you're switching careers or leveling up in life, we all hit moments where we feel stuck. The thing is, being stuck is just part of the transition. It's what you do during that time that matters. So how do you stay confident when things are uncertain? How do you keep moving forward when you're not sure where you will end up? That's what we're tackling today. Staying focused, staying resilient through life's transitions. And because this is Mornings in the Lab, we're not just dropping knowledge, we are having fun. The point is, I found an article this morning, and I'm going to drop it here in moments, that asks the question that you all wonder. I know you are wondering this, and I know Johnny Anderson's wondering this. What happens, Marty? What happens when you hold in a fart? Yeah, what happens when you hold in a fart? And to do that, let's bring in our team to join the conversation here this morning. Kristina, John, and Marty. Marty, Johnny, Kristina, what happens when you hold in a fart?
Oh, man. My first thing is, try not to do that whenever you can.
You know? Johnny, I love the new setup, man. I see you got a brand new setup you're rocking there, pal. What's going on today? How's the wisdom? What kind of wisdom do you got for us today here in the lab, brother?
Oh, man, it's going to be a great day. You got basically what you're seeing is my studio. See, because we're live, it has a really strong signal, and the signal wasn't quite strong enough. So we had to call an old Elon to straighten up our shit. So we finally got it right. We got it.
Nicely done.
We call it a mesh node.
A mesh node. There you go. There you go. Marty, yes.
Okay, John. Okay.
John,
That's my tech right there. That's as good as it gets. I read the box. It said, this is called a mesh node. I said, I learned something today. I'm done. Hook it up. Let's go.
You need some creepy music, man. You look like you got the dark background. You
do look like a little. We're gonna get some lighting for you. We'll get
the beautiful thing about this room is that I can go to the other side and I got a whole different background. This whole room is set up. It's basically a film room for myself and in a studio for my daughter, who actually sings and mixes music. So it's a sweet setup.
Oh, amazing.
There you go. Tina, what's going on with you there, kid? How was the weekend?
Oh, it was good. I got a new little setup myself here, working on my lighting. I'm working on my mic setup. I'm feeling really professional. This is good.
I see the new setup. That's fantastic. Marty, what's shaking, brother? How's you, man? I know we were supposed to catch up this weekend. I was busy at the hockey rink being hockey dad. We will catch up later today. How are you doing today?
I was busy too. I had the merch table again.
So do tell.
Busy this week. But hold up,
Another
nobody
15.
know.
Another
Do tell.
15.
It wasn't 15. It was good though. It was
Uh-oh,
good.
how much?
It was close to 700, but I was there for 2 hours though.
I like the sound effect. I like the sound chirp that we had a couple weeks ago. And Johnny's like, "There's nothing like making money when you're sleeping." I know. You wake up in the morning and you look at your phone. You're like, "Oh yeah, we made some." Speaking of,
let's go.
Speaking of,
heroes,
I got to tell you this. I got to tell you this, guys. So I woke up this morning. I opened up the old YouTube stats. I'm like, holy fucking smokes, man. Oh, by the way, explicit show. I told you guys that. Yeah, don't hit the kids, hide the kids. Guys, our show with Seth Kuhn last week. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Somebody might be messing with the YouTube algorithm, Marty, Johnny. But I woke up this morning. True story. That show has had another 483 people watch it. And that show now is our biggest show of all time, surpassing close to 1,500 views watching that show. And Nation, on average, Marty, 48 minutes, people are sitting back and watching Keith, Marty, John, and Kristina. Nation.
Good stuff.
Nation, if you're just sleeping on us right now, especially here in Canada where it's National Reconciliation Day, it's a little bit of a holiday here in Canada. If you're sleeping on us, get up and get going. This airplane, as Johnny likes to say, is turning into a rocket ship, and it's happening in front of your eyes. So you talk about making money when you're sleeping, guys.
This is just a down payment, man. This is just that little bit of the iceberg. All the shit that's underneath, the 90% under the water. That's the stuff that's coming, man. This is just these views right now is great that we're growing, but this just
let them know, John. Let them know.
John. This is just a down payment at best, and even this is like one of those government half funded 3% down payments. Like you don't even have the nuts to fucking buy yourself yet. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
One of those government-funded half-nuts thing. That's exactly it. Hey, Kristina, that's what I think when I think of our show as well, which is this thing here.
Which is the exact descriptor. We might change our YouTube description. Actually,
I wasn't comparing us to a half-nut government-funded program. I'm saying that we've got this. We've got some stats that are growing, but they're barely on the Richter scale of what we're going to be doing here in the future.
This is absolutely true. This is true.
I'm
So
such a skeptic. I'm like, are these bots? Are these real people? I'm like, so not okay. Let's go. I love it. But I'm always like, are these real people? Are these bots? What is this?
Kristina, I woke up this morning as well, and I'm having a pee with my phone, making sure I don't drop it in the toilet. My eyes half open, looking at the stats, going, "Are those real? Or are those bots? They gotta be real." Because how can you just you kind of get curious? You start wondering what the hell's going on here. Like, why? So then you start being then you have imposter syndrome. No, why are people watching us? We can't be that good. No, we're good. We're good. Kristina.
Well, now, what is this bot thing? I don't totally understand it, but from what I do understand, a bot is like when people can send bots to your account to try to fuck you up. Isn't that what a bot's all about? I don't know shit about this stuff.
It could be that. It could be that you can buy bots to go and give you false engagement. So you can buy bots that'll jack up your views, jack up your scores, make the algorithm think that you're doing a lot more and engaging a lot more people than you are. So there's a lot of different ways to do it. It's not just scams. It's all scammy, but it's not just trying to fuck up your account. It's trying to make your account look better than it actually is.
This is why we are bringing back our friend Daniel Hall, because Daniel does work around figuring out what's real, what's fake, what's scammy, what's treacherous,
I got some experience in that too.
Marty.
I got some experience in that too. I can pick out the fakes as well.
Oh yeah.
But I wanted to throw this on the table real quick. I didn't get a chance to say it. I'm surprised Kristina Flynn had nothing to say. I cut my beard. I got the goatee now. Nobody said anything.
I saw it. I totally saw
Nobody said. John, I know John could barely see. So
but here's the thing, bro. It's black on black, so it's a little change. Black on black. It's hard to tell.
Man, come on,
but you're right, man.
I know, man.
But you're correct, man. My vision's going to hell in a handbag real quick.
Like you shedded a few pounds. That's what it looks like.
That's what it looked like.
So and I gotta admit, Marty, for me, I got a new setup here, Marty. I'll take a picture and show you later. But I got this new little gig in front of me here, and this screen is like fucking this big, and it's quite young. So I can see quite well. So I'm looking at mini Marty like across the room now on my screen. Yeah. So I apologize, pal, that I didn't.
It's all good.
Speaking of that new camera angle
we got some comments on the side here.
That new camera angle, he showed me that, and I thought it was him standing there. I thought it was a fucking mannequin. I'm like, what the hell is that? It goes, that's me. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It looked like a mannequin. It looked like a mannequin, all dressed up like Mick Jagger. Yeah, there we go. With that green light on him, I was like, what the hell is that?
That's it. Hey, we got some comments coming in from the feed this morning. Good morning, Enzo. Good shaking, brother. Hey, Enzo, I saw your message inside of LinkedIn. Tina and I are going to connect today, and we'll get you on the calendar for next week. Is the plan here. We'll see if we can get you on the show next week after, but we'll get you on here, brother, for sure. Absolutely. And yes, and it is daylight savings time coming up here too in a couple weeks, and I'm a little bit nervous because that means that we're going to have to get up a little bit earlier, Tina.
Oh, but do not be one of those people. Come on, man. The rest of the world hides behind stupid shit. Listen, don't hide behind stupid shit like 1 hour. For God's sake, pull up your panties, grab your pair, and eat the hour. I don't even know if we're gaining or losing. It doesn't matter. It's like giving a whale a Tic Tac. It doesn't matter.
I'm representing the dude who's rolling over right now, Marty. And he's going, do I hit the snooze button? No, get up. If you hit the snooze button, you're 9 minutes behind. And if you don't get up right now, you're going to be behind everybody else. Speaking of being behind everybody else, guys, I got something I want to quickly roll into before we get out of here today. And I told you this would get weird. So I want to get into this, Johnny, Marty, and Johnny. I know you're sitting in your studio right now all by yourself, and I was thinking about you when I was reading this yesterday. But it turns out, guys, that when you hold back a fart, it doesn't disappear. Do you ever wonder if you're gonna fart and you don't let it out, where does it go? It actually goes back into your colon, and eventually, just say it comes out one way or another. If you're gonna hold your fart in right now, Johnny, Marty, it's going to make its way to your body at some point in time. Have you ever thought about this idea of holding in farts, John Anderson?
No, you ask the people that know me, and they're going to say he's very good at unapologetically being himself, including not having a stomach ache because I hold in farts. There's certain situations where I'm going to hold it in. And there's certain situations where I'm going to try to sneak it out. And there's certain situations where I might throw it in your face. So it doesn't really, when it comes down to it, it's a natural part of life. And I know Marty's sitting there shaking his head. That's white boy humor. I get it, but when it comes down to it, farting there's certain places where you can't do it. There's places where you can do it and it's not that big of a deal. And I try to keep myself in those positions all the time. I will go to the earth's end not to hold in a big fart.
So here's the thing, though. But what does holding in flatulence do to our body? Gas is a natural byproduct of digestion, and holding in can cause discomfort, bloating, and even nausea.
Oh, it'll make you sick. It'll make you sick. Yeah. When you're consuming the kind of food that I'm consuming, there's going to be some exhaust. And you understand that exhaust is going to have a scent. And my scent is listen, a high performance vehicle has a different smell of exhaust than a Hyundai. That's all I'll say.
Oh my God.
Marty, there's a lot of different changes and cycles that happen with the bacteria that's in our gut that helps us to digest. The good news is that we have a process for it, and the bad news is the gas has to pass eventually. So when I read this article, Kristina Flynn, I could not help but think about our good friend John Anderson and the 5 to 6 pounds of meat that young man crushes every day, Flynn, and wondering what his gut is doing and what the flatulence is happening around Anderson's body. Flynn.
Listen, I just think of all the people I know. My sisters, like, they don't fart in front of their husbands. And I'm like, you're married to these people. Like, how do you not do this? One, this is not good for you. But two, to me, I get that there's some things you can't unsee. I get that there's some things you can't take back. You need to have non-negotiables in your relationship. But come on, that, especially now knowing this data, no, it's not possible. You got to do it.
I've only dated one girl that would do that around me. Every other girl, they won't do that around
That's
me.
real love. You need to go find her again.
Marty, was it a conversation?
That's another story for another episode.
Marty, was it a conversation you had on your date? Was it like, yes, honey, so do you fart in front of me or do you not fart in front of me? Is that
Nah, that wasn't it. It just like we got so comfortable around each other, and it just happened one day. She was like, "Do you care?" And that's how it started.
And did you care though?
I don't prefer that. I was like, if you have to, do what you have to do. But I don't prefer that. Yeah,
I don't prefer that, Kristina Flynn.
I don't prefer that. Not my preference.
What's shaking, Double A Michael? I see here in the feed here. And what's up, Rick Klitke? I see you joining us as well. It's like giving away a Tic Tac, John. Yes, that's a good one, John. You're going to steal that as well along the way. All right, 7:17. We're going to go to the accountability check-in. We're going to come back with our friend Oscar Smith. We're going to talk about transitioning career from the guy's done a few things in his life. So we're going to talk about we're going to talk with Oscar Smith around career transitions. But before we do that, we are going to give these guys a break because it's time for this part of the show with my new buttons, and it goes like this.